Hey everybody, welcome to week 3. All right, we're definitely cooking with gas now. We're getting into the Microsoft Office significantly now. We started last week with Microsoft OneDrive. We talked about operating systems as well, but now we're going to get into some of those apps that you're probably more familiar with. One of them, a good place to start, is with Outlook. So Outlook is Microsoft's email platform, right? You may use Gmail, you may use Yahoo, you may use Proton Mail. There's all sorts of different kinds of email platforms. Microsoft's is Outlook. This is very commonly used in businesses, all different kinds of businesses. So that's one of the reasons why we spend so much time on it. And also, you use it here at Bryan Stratton College. Will also say this. I think as far as email platforms go, it is far more maybe comprehensive. It offers a lot more, and I think it's a very easy to use platform as well in comparison to some of the other ones, things like Yahoo or Gmail. Those are kind of the big ones that people know. But the thing that I want you to get out of this week and out of the lecture is that it's far more than just an email platform. That's often how we think about something like Outlook. But the reality is, it's more of what we'd call like an information management platform or system, right? Where it's not just sending and receiving emails. You can organize all sorts of different kinds of things. You can set up meetings through it, at least in Outlook. You can then go into virtual meetings through something like Microsoft Teams. But you can set up your calendar. You can sync your calendar with other people in the same company. There's all sorts of things you can do. It really is about organization, it's about time management, it's about information management as well. So there's a lot of really important stuff in the lecture. There's some really good videos as well that walk you step by step through a lot of the key features that you'll find in Microsoft Outlook. So it's one of those weeks that's very applicable. You can take all the stuff you're learning and directly apply to the kind of stuff you're doing here at school. Now, to that point, one of the assignments this week is actually an assignment where you're going to be sending me an Outlook message or a message through Outlook. There's a couple things that you're going to be required to do, and those are in the instructions. But as long as you do those and you send that to me, you should be pretty good there. We combine this assignment though with what is usually called the week 3 check-in. And you'll see this in a lot of classes throughout your time here at Bryan Stratton. This is your opportunity to talk a little bit about how you think the course is going so far, right? How do you think your performance is? Are you confused by anything? Are you excited by things? Are you, certain questions you want to ask your instructor, that kind of thing. So, kind of the meat of this Outlook assignment is actually the check-in. So you're going to be telling me basically how things are going for you. Okay, so that's going to be one of the assignments. We're also going to do another simulation, right? We have a couple simulations this term, and this is certainly one of them. And then based on that simulation, there's also going to be a short quiz. So there's some very, very helpful information this week. It's pretty straightforward, though. There aren't a lot of, kind of strange things. There's nothing that's going to be kind of really extremely confusing that's coming out of left field or anything like that. Now, discussion. I'm going to do a discussion video, and I'll post that in my thread in the discussion board for this week. We're going to start, though, this week doing something a little different with discussion. We're going to be giving options, 3 options. So I'll say more about each option in that other video. But what's nice here is that you can kind of go where you want to a degree in discussion. Some students will respond at all 3 topics, which is fantastic. Others will focus maybe on 2 or just 1. The rubric still applies. You want to still make sure you have that one major post or that initial post and at least 3 replies each week. That's the minimum standard. But the topics are very interesting. They're very challenging. They all have something to do with whatever we're talking about in a given week, as is the case this week, or something technology related in general. Okay, so I hope you really enjoy them. Watch that video in the discussion board. And as always, folks, if anything comes up, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, you're worried about your grade or anything like that, please reach out to me. Thanks, folks.